What's going on, collective? This is for the earth signs, for my Tauruses, my Virgos, and my Capricorns. All right. If you got any of those placements in your chart and you resonate with them, please stick around for the message because you might find something useful in here. All right. And we're going to see what energies are surrounding the earth signs and get you some advice, all of that good stuff. All right. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's tap into the energy, my earth signs. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, thank you for being here with us today. Our higher selves in alignment with the universe, and God is always and forever with us. All right, let's see. Let's get a message for the earth signs. What is the message today? Okay. Thank you. Ooh, you have choose freedom, creature of fire. Okay. I like that. Number 24. All right, which equals the number 6. All right. So harmony, family, togetherness. All right. Creating something. Here, obviously, you're choosing freedom. You're choosing to um, express yourself, right? Freedom of expression, freedom of um, exploring, right? You get to kind of do what you want here, earth signs. I like this. All right. There could be some type of activation happening for you, like the something feels like it's changing or something feels like it's bubbling underneath the surface for you, right? You're preparing for something, you're getting ready for something, you're aiming for something. Okay. This creature of fire, you may be good with cooking, I'm seeing. Okay, maybe something about food can be important here. All right. Let's see. You got the monarch, the victorious at the bottom. So the energy is very proactive. All right. A lot of proactive energy. Getting the job done, getting started. I'm hearing fire starter. Okay. Be mindful of like what how you choose to do things. All right, because you do have that freedom of choice. You can choose to go left. You can choose to go right. Right. You could choose to be happy. You could choose to be sad. It's all your choice. All right. That energy will be amplified though at this time. Whatever choices you make is going to have um, a surge behind it. Okay. So power behind it. So whatever it is that you choose, be mindful because that energy, like I said, it will be amplified. All right. Let me get another card for the earth signs. Clarify this energy. You have change and you have empathy. Okay. I'm going to take both of them because they both flipped out. So you may feel a certain way about things or, you know, like, how do I say that? Because empathy is like feeling for others, right? But I feel like there has to be a change here. All right. Something has to change. Something has to give. I feel like something is putting a fire under you to do something to get activated. All right. Now, it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay. And if you see this cat woman on this photo, she looks like she's in a stance to get moving. Okay. Like when you see a runner on the starting line and then they shoot off. So this is about making something happen. It's the wheels are in motion. Okay. Empathy says, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay. So that's also about something here about choice and perception. All right. You may feel for certain people. You may want to jump and help certain, get involved in certain things. It could be anything. Things happening in your community or in your family. I feel like you're standing up, right? You're taking initiative. You're taking charge to where you see fit, right? Where you see the change needs to happen. I see the earth sign energy jumping in to make those changes, right? Maybe even volunteering to be the first one to speak up, all right? Maybe volunteering your service or something here of that nature, all right? But not afraid to back down type of energy. Just really charged up. You see something that you want, and I feel like you are going after it. You have goals, and the only way to achieve those goals is to go after them. Okay. Here is it's also what this empathy card is saying. Don't be so narrow-minded that you don't see the opening. Okay, that you don't see the way. that things become confusing to you because you're looking at something from maybe one perspective versus looking at all different sides of a situation, right? All right, let's see. Let's get clarity here. I'm going to get one card each for each sign, all right? If you resonate with one of the messages, hey. But the first one is for Taurus. Let me get one more for my Virgos. They obviously want to be, they want to be hidden. They don't want me to flip them over yet, so we'll wait. Let me get the card here for my Virgos. Virgo. There you go. And then let me get one card for Capricorn. What's happening with my Cappies? What's the message? What are the changes that Capricorn is initiating? Here we go. So at the bottom here, we have the Magician, which is lovely. I love that energy here because this is being active. This is getting in the dirt. All right. Mixing things around, trying new things, utilizing your most powerful parts of you, right? Amplifying those things. Like if you know that you are not afraid to talk to new people, right? Maybe there's somebody that you need to initiate a conversation with. Say hey, say hi, ask a question. Maybe it's somebody who's, like I said, really good at cooking, all right? Maybe you can feed the masses. I don't know, but something here about nutrition, right? Maybe you're helping people get healthy. But there's a strong suit here with the Magician card that you have that is being pulled up to the forefront. It's being amplified. All right, so we have the moon here for Taurus. All right, this moon card is just in the shadows. It's the emotional wounds that we carry. Okay, so there's a change. You're coming out of that dark space, my Tauruses. All right, and I love that for you. I'm hearing coming up, coming up for a breath of fresh air. The motorcycle's out. Get ready, Earth signs. The motorcycles are here. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. There goes that emotion, and it's in reverse. Okay. With this moon energy, I feel like you're tired of the same old thing. Something here is like got to change, got to give. All right. You could be feeling very moody at this time, so you need to change the mood. All right. That's what Taurus is working on, changing the mood, changing the settings. All right. Maybe you have a certain default setting that you fall into when you may feel like some pressure on you of some sort when things get emotionally tough or draining. Okay, flipping the switch, turning things up, turning things on or off. All right, you know how to bump up your bump. You know how to bump your energy, but like move it around, shuffle things around. Okay, to make it feel better, to make something change, to effectively do something. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. It's a lot of work. It's tough. It's a phasing out here of some sort with the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus. Okay, there is something here that needs to be removed, or something here that needs to be upgraded. Maybe. Okay, there could be something around you that is influencing what you have going on. All right, and this is why you feel drained, or you feel like you can't. Maybe you're not in your same creative space here, right? You're trying to, like a creative block or some type of growth block or something here for my Tauruses. And it's because there's something around you that needs to be removed, okay? Some type of cord that needs to be cut so that there could be more growth, okay? You have the Hierophant here. So this could be because you didn't follow some sort of regimen. It's something here that may have been needed to be followed, or it's outdated in a certain way. Somebody doesn't feel like it's working anymore, right? The Hierophant, that's your energy, Taurus. You could be trying to stick something out, like kind of follow the game plan, but it's like it's not. You're not feeling the same way about it. Okay, so you may be challenging your own systems. This may not be anyone else. This could be just you challenging your own system, like testing out What's going to flip the switch? What's going to make the change? If I remove this, does this work, right? If I add this in, what does this do? All right, there may be some people you got to tell to hold on. All right, just wait, like give you time. Don't feel like you need to be rushed, okay? Speak up for what you want, my Tauruses, because whatever this is here, it needs to be let out. Don't hold it in, okay? Let it spill, because I feel like that's when you start to figure out the best way to hold something, okay? Because however it was being held, however it was being upheld before, again, it was only short term. It wasn't made to last that way, okay? So this is working to make something last. So Virgo, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I like that. Yes. That's money. That's security. That's you see this her big old belly. This is actually a real statue in real life, and it represents fertility. Okay, it's obviously a woman's body. There's bees around here. There's honey. So there's a lot of good energy, good fortune. Okay, managing your finances, managing your health, your wealth here. Okay, managing your home. You have the Judgment card that came out. Ooh. You have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so there could be something here that's being replaced. All right, something here is making an exit. But the Oracle, the Queen of Pentacles, is like wealthy. So it's like something that doesn't necessarily bother them. Okay, it doesn't necessarily affect them in a way. All right, it's just like this is something that's like a deadline. Something's over. Something has come to its final stage, and it's like, okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see. Number 76 for my Virgos and number 18 for my Tauruses. You have the High Priestess here. Okay, this here is you are about to go on some sort of, you're crossing a border, I'm hearing. You're crossing over a line into another space. Okay, there is an energy of feeling like you have to get a little uncomfortable. You have to remove yourself out of a certain place in order to get adjusted, but you don't really know something. Okay, you have the Empress here. Okay, a lot of something is growing. Something is a blessing actually, but you got to walk out the door. Okay, you got to answer that call. You got to say yes to something. You got to be okay with like this next stage, this next phase. All right, I'm hearing things are not over and done with. For you, it's just over and done with for that situation. The High Priestess, you may be trying to get reach something. You're trying to see something before you approach it, before you get to it. But it's like just go. You'll see it as you get closer. Something here about you getting closer to it. Six of Pentacles. That's good. I love that. Yes, the Six of Pentacles is things starting to fall into place. Okay, you're walking through some sort of tunnel here, my Virgos. But on the other side of this tunnel is obviously some sort of balance, some sort of calm, some sort of fixture. Okay, you get back to the fixture state where things feel normal again. Things feel uh, like you can actually see something here. Something feels balanced out, whatever this is. But the Empress card being here, this is asking you to, like, you got to step up and take care of business. Okay, especially with the High Priestess. Okay, don't leave any stone unturned, I'm hearing. I don't know what that means, but that's what I hear for Virgo. And for my lovely Capricorns, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, you starting something new. You got a new idea, Capricorn. You got a new something you're trying to do. Maybe you started a new job, maybe you didn't, but the King of Wands came out for you as well. You have some sort of new, I'm seeing like a new key. Okay, you have a new door. You have something new that you're putting into. Okay, but this is something I feel like it's an easy accomplishment. It's an easy task. Maybe you're gonna get through it quickly. Ooh. You got the Devil. Here you go with yourself, Capricorn. Okay, along with the Tower. So you may be changing something here. This may be something that's very new, but you're gonna dominate in it. I don't know. It's like kicking something else out. Okay, you may be stepping in underneath someone else. There could be someone else coming in who is above you in some sort of way, and it's a dominating situation, but it's like you gotta show and prove in some sort of way. This devil card with the tower is giving me like a calamity. Okay, so you may be doing something here because of another person's actions, right? It's like a retaliation type of energy. You have the Four of Swords. Okay, the Four of Swords here is like somebody trying to get into your head, or you getting into someone else's head to make them make a certain move. I'm seeing like a puppet type of energy. So be mindful of that. Someone may be trying to, pull your strings, Capricorn. But I feel like your mind is stronger than that. You can't be easily convinced. Okay. I feel like whatever this energy is, Capricorn, this is someone who thinks that you'll be enticed by something that you won't be. Right? You're stronger than that. It's like somebody who thinks they can come and just give you drugs. I don't know. You're like, I don't even do that. Get away from me. Thank you. Like you kicking them out. Like I don't know what this is, but I feel like your mind is way stronger than what someone is trying to give you. Right? Somebody may be trying to force feed you something and you're not accepting of it. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Somebody's plan is not working. It's being foiled. Okay. Maybe you tried to dominate in a certain way, right? Over something. You tried to get something. You tried to make something go in your favor. And at the end of the day, it just wasn't supposed to happen, right? It's not as easy to penetrate, but I feel like this is obviously you. Somebody trying to do this, like trying to penetrate, but not being able to, not being successful because your mind, you have a stronger stance than whatever this is. Okay? You may get some sort of signal or warning beforehand, right? Somebody may tell you about something. Okay? So take a heads up type energy. You also have what is this? The Six of Swords here for all of you. So you're pushing forward on something. There's calmer waters ahead. Okay. You could reach the shore. You don't got to keep swimming. All right. Got to just keep going. All right. Let's get some advice for each sign here. For my Tauruses, what is the advice? The snake. Ooh, that moon card and the snake energy here. Somebody here is emotionally hurt, right? Emotionally deceptive or something like that. Okay. Somebody may be trying to make you believe something that's not true. Pay attention to that. Somebody may be giving you false information, but you know something else to be true. All right. Yeah, that's weird. So that snake is, be careful of the snakes in the grass, Taurus, okay? Because there could be something here trying to trip you up, or something here that is feeding you something false, right? Something that's not, like, it's actually cheating you out of something. So don't cheat yourself. For Virgo, we have the moon. Interesting, because Taurus got the moon, okay? But the moon here, it says feelings, emotions, imagination, intuition, and inspiration, okay? You got to step out into this area of, I don't know what is next, but I'm going to go into it, okay? Because the sun is going to come up, but it's like you're starting from, you don't maybe see the opportunity yet. You may be not seeing the blessing yet. You may not be seeing the purpose yet. But believe me, it'll be revealed to you. Okay, it'll show up. It'll all make sense eventually, and rather quickly, because the moon phases are short. So this is only temporary. This feeling, this unclarity, this unsurety. And for Capricorn, what do you get? You get the key. Okay. So you have the ability, Capricorn, to lock something out, to let something in. Okay, you have the ability to open and close doors and cycles, and you have a lot of answers, right? You know a lot. There's a swayer, you're right. Somebody could come knocking at your door, and I feel like you may be choosing to either ignore it or choosing again just not to unlock it. You have to make that choice though. Because I feel like once the moment you unlock something and let it in, that's when it has the ability to affect you. If you don't let it in, if you don't allow it to cross the boundary, then it cannot enter, it cannot grow. All right, so that is the message for the earth signs. I hope it resonates for you. I love you all dearly, and I will talk to you all later. Okay, deuces. Bye.